Have you ever thought what your favorite professional athlete's family thinks and feels? What's life like behind the curtains of the family? I'm so excited to sit down with Moa Arvidsson today and just let you guys hear what life is like behind the scenes of the professional athlete world.
Yeah. Thank you for
Welcome.
having me.
Thank you for coming.
I'm nervous, but
We are here in LA looking at the sunset of the
yes.
ocean.
Yeah. If we're lucky, we can see some dolphins too. Not too bad out here.
Yeah. So let's start with a Preds question.
Yeah.
Because everyone from Nashville listening wants me to ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So in the playoff run, which was awesome that you were there, how does that feel to you? Like, as a wife, how nervous are you? Like, how did you process that? What was that like at home? How did you manage the stress?
It's so nerve-wracking and crazy, all of it, but you're so in the thick of it all. It just, you don't really see it clearly until you're out of it. So I feel like that's lucky enough. But like me and Kali Yarncook's wife, Sana, like we were so superstitious. Like we would do anything. Like,
I did not know this.
Yeah. Like anything we did a day they won or like a game day where they won, like we did the exact same thing. Yeah. The next game day.
So like what? Do you remember any of those things?
No, like we would go to Orange Theory. And if we had a class at 9 that morning and they won that day, like we would do the 9 a.m. the next time. We'd do the same.
Oh my gosh,
same
I love
things,
it.
Like eat the same thing. And like
wear the same underwear.
We'd make hamburgers and barbecue with the boys and have the exact same toppings and like just stupid stuff, but like fun.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you sleep? Like, did it wake you up at night freaking out or anything?
No. When I'm at the game or like the day of a game, I'm nervous and anxious. But like other than that, I just try to be like the cool person, staying calm and supportive and just.
Well, you are pretty cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I feel like that sums me up pretty good.
It does. And what were those conversations like between you and Victor? Like at home? Do you guys even talk about it at home? Or do you just kind of move on with everyday life?
Just trying to focus on all the good things and how lucky and thankful we are for this opportunity and like all the things he's been through in his career to take him to where he is at. Like all those things. And just keep it positive and like light-minded and not like nag about like bad stuff or what could have happened or what could have gone better. Just focus on all the good things. And,
yeah. Because he puts enough pressure on himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't need you to do it.
Yeah. No, and like if he'll ask me, I'll tell him.
Yeah.
But like,
is there anything like game day ritual wise that you guys do together in a normal game?
No. Like that man, he used to cook his own pre-game meals like every day. He sleeps a lot. So there's not much to do together. And then like he'll be the first guy at the rink in the morning and he'll be the first guy there right before the game too.
Yeah.
So he's never home.
Yeah.
Like on game days, he's at the rink.
He's committed to his job.
Yeah.
In a bunch of different ways, but that being one of them. He shows up.
Yeah.
So another question I had for you. You're from Sweden.
Yeah.
Like how, and you came over here, you were a baby coming over here. I was
19.
Like, tell me about that experience of like coming to the US and how that's been.
So once again, I had just got like a full-time job back home in Sweden. So we were just settled. We just moved in together. I had just quit school. So I just moved to his hometown to start like our life. So then like 2-3 months later, like we had just bought a new couch and everything. And then I got drafted by Nashville.
And couches aren't cheap.
No, it was expensive. I was so stupid at the time. But yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know what's going to happen. And like he had been seen, like he hadn't been traded for the previous years. And he kind of got an extended year to get drafted, I would say, because of the lockout that happened the previous year or something. So we're just sitting there hoping, wishing it would happen. I was home food poisoned. He gets drafted. Yeah.
What did you eat that caused the food poisoning?
I ate some like shrimp stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It was bad. But he called me actually. He's like, Did you see? Because me and my dad were at home in our apartment watching it. He's like, I got drafted by Nashville. Like, did you see? And I'm like, oh my God, this is really happening.
Had you ever even heard of Nashville?
Never.
I was gonna say over there, like, are you like, where is that?
No, like I'd never listened to country music before either. And now I'm a huge fan.
Huge. But it's also Music City. There's a lot of other stuff going on there.
Yeah, there's so much going on.
Oh, you can hear it. Do you miss Nashville?
I'll always have a special place in our heart, like both our hearts. We grew up there. So it's so hard to like avoid feeling nostalgic and like you cannot not love Nashville. That's just
I agree. It's amazing. Okay, so what was the hardest part just coming to the US transition wise from Sweden? What was your biggest shock?
It was so expensive.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
that was our biggest shock.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Crazy expensive everything. Like we moved to Milwaukee then.
Uh-huh.
And like the apartments there, you get like a 1 bedroom that was like nice, like decent and like furnished for like $2,000 a month. And like that for me coming from a teeny tiny town of like 70,000 people in Sweden.
Okay.
It's crazy. It's like monthly in our apartment we had in Skellefteå, we paid like tops $400 a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. For a 2-bedroom.
Okay. That is
big
quite the
living room,
drastic
big
difference.
kitchen. Yeah. So yes, that was mind blowing, but like, yeah.
And how long were you in Milwaukee?
I would say 1.5 years.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
And then down to Nash.
Yeah. And then we had a season where kind of up and down. Didn't really know what's going to happen. And then, took off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
You guys have also been through something many professional sports families go through, and that's being traded.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
So you can't keep a team together forever and ever and ever, even though that would be a dream.
That would be
would be a dream. You're never prepared for it when it actually happens. Because it was, I know me and my girlfriends, we've always talked like, it would be kind of fun, kind of interesting to see like something else or like what would actually happen. But then when it actually happened, it's just like heartbreaking in the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
And kind of like bittersweet because like you're saying, fresh start, something new and exciting, but like, somewhere you love so much.
Yeah. And like the whole team we had back then, like I feel like we pretty much grew up together.
Right.
For 7 years, as long as we were with the organization. So it's just hard leaving all that and like life as an adult, like all of that we had there.
Yeah. And how stressful is it as the wife who, with the family to move and like, cause he has to go to work. I mean, you have to take care of like the whole logistics of everything. How hard is that transitioning to a new city quickly?
We were so lucky with that because it happened midsummer. So like Vic was home.
Okay.
So like we knew it like, I don't know, 2 months before the season started. So we got traded pretty quickly that off season. And I'm super thankful for that because that let us like take it all in. And like we got to go back to Nashville, pack up our house together. We got to say goodbye.
Oh my, here's the sounds of LA coming at you hot. Literally.
This will sound good.
I like it. I think it'll be great. It adds character.
Yeah.
That was an excuse for a drink break.
Yeah.
We're drinking an awesome glass of rosé that she actually brought. So thank you. Cheers. Okay, so you got traded in the summer, so you had
so we
a
had
couple
time
months,
to do
and
all
he
of
was
it
there
together.
to help.
Yeah. So we flew back with our baby. She was 5 months at a time, I think. And just got to like pack up the house, say goodbye to the friends who were in town, and just do it together, which was nice. And then we got to LA. We lived at a hotel for the first like 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
And just we're looking for a house. And
So what's your favorite part of LA?
I love Manhattan Beach and Hermosa Beach. It's just,
I mean, this is pretty great. We're watching the sunset as we're doing this podcast.
Going down in the ocean. It's so laid back out here. It's, people are just out for walks, taking a coffee. Everybody's in their Lulus.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's
And like
not as
no makeup,
yeah,
hats, don't have
yeah,
to wash your hair. I like that.
yeah. It's just the beach life,
And
which
that's pretty
was so
similar.
wild coming here, like driving into this like adorable beach town. I did not expect that when I heard LA.
Really?
No, I was so terrified.
I did not know this.
No. When I thought LA, I thought it was like a downtown LA. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be people everywhere. Traffic's gonna be insane, which it is like every now and then, but not out here. And just like we just had a baby, and I'm like, are we gonna live in an apartment complex downtown LA? And like, no,
So it's not what you pictured.
no, it's way better. It's way better than I pictured.
That's
Yeah.
fun. And it's funny, as you're talking, when we had talked about doing this podcast, you had said to me, oh yeah, that'll be perfect because my English will be better then. Like, how hard is it? Like, especially going home in the summers and coming back.
It's hard. Like, oh yeah, like it's not hard, but you get so stuck in the way of thinking or like not translating yourself. And I feel like that was hard in Nashville too, because we were so many Swedes at the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I
you
feel
guys
like
were
I
talking
even talked
Swedish
so
all the
much
time.
Swedish in
Yeah.
Nashville. So I feel like my English gotten better here again.
I was gonna say,
But
your
then-
English has always been good, like probably better than mine, and that's my only language.
No.
So do you dream in English?
I do not. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think in English. I don't dream in English.
So right now you're not even thinking in English. You're like
No.
thinking in Swedish and it's coming out English.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But it's hard sometimes because then you lose the words. But then, I don't know. We always had such a great group of people around us, no matter where we are, which I guess is the lucky thing with hockey. You're always surrounded by amazing people and in the same situation. So I'm almost too comfortable to like stumble on my words and like get lost because I know like you'll cover for me.
Oh yeah.
Because you kind of know what I'm thinking or what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes I stumble more than I have to, but it's also because I know.
Yeah.
You got
You're
me.
doing great. I got you. I got your back,
Yeah.
part of your team.
Thank you.
So tell your story about like what made you actually decide to get treatment and like the process, because you were scared
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah. I
And
never had
how- did your mindset switch?
So I think it was Vic who needed treatments first, right?
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Yep.
And then he saw you.
Mhm.
And then I was like, I want in. I've never had my back cracked or like anyone touch like fix me more than a massage.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards it was just like, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, my body's just like floating and I feel so much more lightweight and like I'm not stiff anymore. So now today you fixed my body after not having someone fix it for 6 months. And like I have 2 little kids. I carry them around all the time. And today like I feel like my body feels more energized and like lightweight. And I don't know. I don't know what you do, but it's magic. So that's like why I kept going. And
Yeah,
why
you're like,
I'm
"Sorry."
coming to LA and you want treatment. I'm like, hell yeah. Like,
Of course. I'm going to be
pick
here
me.
anyways for a consult.
Yeah.
So what do you think treatment wise helped you so much through pregnancy?
So
And do you recommend it to other people? I mean, was it a game changer for you?
yeah. And like knowing you, I know how good and how talented you are.
I'm not
I
paying
know.
her to say this.
No.
She's so sweet. Oh my God. I'm going to
And
start
also-
crying on the podcast.
A lot of my friends and like help them through their pregnancies. I had only heard good things and what amazing things it could do to your body and help you with your body. And I was initially so scared of labor and going into labor.
Mhm.
So I just thought in my head, like, if I can do at least everything I can and like you can to help me prepare for this, that'll be awesome. So you just help me like open up my hips and relax my body. And if,
Things happen and magic happens and you birth a human.
Yeah. So I feel like just mentally too, like you were
Oh.
there for me and you, prepared my body and all of it.
Oh my God. All these things. I'm going to seriously start crying.
Yeah.
But that's huge to like work on your pelvic floor and
Yeah.
like you're saying your hips
Yeah.
and all of that.
And like,
and,
it's
like,
all the
even
things
just-
you as a person don't even know about that I had no clue how to
Huh.
get to.
Well, I'm so grateful that I was able to be part of that and still continuing forward no matter where you guys end up.
And that was my first child, and I pushed 3 times, and thanking you for it.
Oh my gosh, let's cheers to that.
Cheers
That's
to
huge.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
Every birth is different, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what is something for all the people who haven't had kids yet that want to have kids or people that are pregnant, what's something you wish you would have known either before you got pregnant at first or during the pregnancy or after? Like, what's one thing that pops to mind?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's so hard.
You can take a second. We got time.
I wish someone would have told me that it's so much more fun than it is. You always hear about, like, just wait for this phase or just wait for that. Yeah, they're cute now, but you just wait. Like, all those negative things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those made me so much more nervous than I ever had to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those things. Yeah. I wish people maybe would have talked a bit more positive about it. Like, you hear all the positives too.
Yeah.
Obviously, but you can't really take it in. Like, you're going to love your child more than anything. And it's like when you don't have a kid or if you're pregnant and expecting, like, you can't take it in until you have one and you're like, oh, wow. So I just wish I would have heard some more like positives about it because I was so scared about how life would change and how, I knew I wanted kids. But I didn't know like how it would affect my life.
Oh, absolutely. And your body.
Yeah, and my body and all mind and all of it. So I wish Yeah,
I feel like that's so true. So many people that I treat, like they're like, I just heard this nightmare story. I just heard this nightmare story. Someone told me this will hurt. This is supposed to do this. And it's like, well, there's also so many good stories that outweigh that.
And they outweigh them so much. And like, I don't know.
And you've been pregnant twice now.
Yep.
And was there drastic differences between either pregnancy?
Second one, I didn't have you. But other than that, like the second one's so much harder. Your butt, like, they're pretty tight in age too. I think they're like 17, 19 months apart.
Yeah.
I'm
getting
not
it done.
doing the math right now, but they're pretty close together, which I love. But like your body's worn out. Your pelvic floor is not as strong as it should have been before you had kids. So just like chasing the other little crazy around while you're pregnant with the second is hard.
Oh yeah.
And I get so extremely tired too when I'm pregnant. So it was challenging.
Do you have any crazy cravings?
No. I'm one of those, like, I was waiting for a craving to kick in with both Navy and Jamie. Never came. It's just waiting and waiting. More like food adversities.
Okay.
So I just wanted simple foods, like all kinds of like sandwiches or toast. That would be like my go-to.
More bland.
Yeah, more bland. You're not supposed to eat different like cold cuts and meats like that. So I would always go at the end with Jamie because I didn't crave anything. Everything just made me disgusted. But I always go to like Subway.
Eat fresh.
Yeah. I get like a sub, all veggies and cheese and ranch, and I would eat that.
Okay.
I'm like, at least I got my veggies in.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
What is one thing? Because I know you're busy. You guys are always going. That he's on road trips. I mean, it is a lot behind the scenes that people don't even think about.
Yeah.
Managing a family and like helping support him and his career. What is something that you do for yourself? Like that you make a priority, like this is a non-negotiable.
Like now after having my second, like I need to make time for my workouts. Like I need to be strong because I feel like if I'm strong, I'll be more energized and I can like do more stuff and
and like mentally and emotionally that helps you.
Mentally too. Yeah, it does so much for you. It's such a cliche, but it's golden. So like I need that.
Oh well, like I mean, all the science shows you're getting those feel good hormones. Back.
Yeah. No, that's like I need that and I need to be better with it now. Because
well, that's good. What's your favorite type of workout? What do you feel good doing? Like what's your body feel good moving and that you like?
I love Pilates right now to get my core back dialed in and all of that. But I'm also
breathing through your butthole is what I say.
Today we did the pelvic floor workouts.
Exactly. You feel good.
Other than that, I love boxing.
Oh,
Yeah. But I
okay.
haven't found a spot out here yet. I had my spots in Nashville, but since I've had teeny tiny babies and been pregnant out here, I haven't
Mhm.
found my spot here yet.
Okay. I
But
feel like that's coming in. You're going
yeah,
to.
yeah. I told Victor about that last week. I'm like, I want a box. And he's like, yeah, it's LA. You can find it.
Have you ever had the conversation with him? What is it, or what's his favorite thing about you that like supports him?
No.
Well, there you go, your next date night. Because I'd be
Yeah.
interested. I'm sure there's something that you do that's like comforting and that he looks for that
Yeah.
mentally and emotionally he's like, oh, I got this. Like it's good at home and I got this. And
Yeah.
I'd be interested to know what that is. We'll just have to have him on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. You should definitely. Yeah. For so many reasons, you should. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm like so relaxed and like mostly have like a positive mindset and like
For sure that's part of it.
and like I'm always like, you just be happy. Like look where you're at. Just take it all in, make the most out of it. If you're not having fun, we're not doing this anymore. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this lifestyle is wild. We're so thankful for it. But if he's not happy doing what he's doing, it's not worth it. So I'm
Yeah.
just trying to remind him always about being happy and thankful. And he is. But he is like a reminder of that, maybe.
Yeah. Because
I
they're so
know.
like laser focused in the competitive
Yeah, and he's so
like,
up
yeah,
in like
stress.
yeah, and in the moment, like he's so into the game. If there's a game that's gone bad or like something's happened, he's so stuck in it. He's a thinker and he's like such a hockey nerd. So he'll twist his arm like back and forth and like trying to figure out what went wrong or like what could I have done.
Mhm.
Like he's his biggest critic himself. And I don't think people know that. Or like people don't see that because you
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
yeah.
because he seems so chill.
He is very chill.
Mhm.
And he is, but like he's such a thinker. And
Yeah.
like he tries to think constantly on what he can do better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, any professional athlete, I feel, is like constantly pushing themselves, or
Yeah.
any driven person for that matter. And
Yeah.
it's just, I think that's great that you're like, I'm the refresher of
Yeah.
take a second,
You just enjoy
take it
it.
all in,
Yeah.
and it's good. And you got
Yeah.
this. You're
It's
already
cut
doing all the right things.
Yeah. 100%. So I think maybe that could be it, if any.
Is there anything about professional sports that you think people don't even realize, or
Mm,
being like behind the scenes that you wish they did?
I think people think it's so much more glamorous than it is.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
sure, we can have like nice homes or go for nice dinners.
Mm-hmm.
But like most of the time on a weekly basis, like we do nothing. Like we watch TV shows. We're just laying at home.
Mm-hmm.
Our kids go to school. Like we change diapers.
Yeah.
We're just like,
You poop too.
yeah, I poop too.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
shocker.
yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, I know they had one of these WAG shows in Sweden,
What's it
like a
called?
hockey wife show
Oh,
in Sweden.
okay.
But for me, I'm like, what am I gonna film? What could I go out for a walk with my dog, pick up her poop. I go for a workout. We cook food. We love to cook food.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
There's nothing like fancy about that.
Yeah. You like live life.
Like the everyday life is just like anyone else's, more or less. Like,
yeah.
we don't do crazy stuff because we're so busy.
Well, yeah.
Like when
And
it's
they're like
season.
traveling for
Yeah.
2 weeks at a time, sometimes on these
Yeah.
long road trips, even like 16 days.
But
And then
it's-
you just have to manage everything
Yeah. And then I have 2 kids, a house, and yeah.
in life.
And life. Yeah. Just getting through life.
Oh.
So
No.
yeah.
I love.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I know you were like, I'm scared.
So intimidated.
But then you said,
Yeah.
you'd do anything for me, which
Yeah.
is so sweet. And I'm so thankful for you and
I'm so
Victor,
thankful
and just
for
to be
you.
a part of your team and help you all with your game plan. I don't take that
Yes.
for granted. And I miss you in Nashville. And I
miss
love you guys.
I
Thank
love
you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's go eat.
Yeah. Let's go eat.